Hi guys, I'm just decided today to do this video finally on the records and stuff because yeah, I've literally today I've checked again on that customs charge on one of my records and I don't know what the circumstances is, so I'm hoping to sort it out by tomorrow and then hopefully get that freaking record finally this week. Fingers crossed. But yeah, there's no point in me waiting for that because it's only one last one, so what is the point going through it and waiting for it. There is another two that I'm waiting for, but they're really like reissues, so I wouldn't really see the point. So I could do maybe them three, like if it was the case, all together, maybe I'd say. But if not, I'll probably leave like two of them out, and then obviously the one of them that I'm, the customs fee and stuff, I'll probably do that as a separate review finally on its own and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to today obviously go through the ones that I've came literally after that video was recorded, wasn't it? From that date up till now, which is about 2 weeks ago. I checked on that video apparently and it was then. So yeah, that was 2 weeks back when I did obviously the first one, when it on all this lot. But yeah, obviously the up-to-date ones I'm gonna do more, I'd say, today and stuff. I'm not gonna do a whole lot and completed like all these records here at the moment because that would take too long. But yeah, I might end up probably, might end up doing the same ones that I might have done in the last video because some of them I definitely remember which ones I definitely didn't do, but the other ones I might have forgotten. I'm hoping not, so if I've repeated them on, the same as the last video, just let me know in the comments and stuff and say, you did this one already or something, but yeah, if not, doesn't matter. But yeah, first one today is, I know this one obviously was reviewed on the last video and stuff, but this is actually a different version. Is obviously Waller's first album again. This one this time is completely different too, like I just said the first one, because the first press is, definitely included in the last video on that first video I did 2 weeks ago. The only reason being is because this one was literally from, I don't know if it's going to come up very clearly, Juno Records. It came out on that one and it was brought like a while back. I found it obviously at my parents and stuff, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's, it doesn't fold out, and I think it didn't come with the booklet and all that. It literally comes with this, and it's like that as a normal one, and then it comes with literally the vinyl inside it. The first press, booklet I've had to take off yesterday, which was a bit of a shame because that's going to more go to my dad. I'm going to give it to him instead because I'm not really bothered about that one anymore. And yeah, the booklet itself, I've included in this one instead because I want to keep this copy and stuff. So I'm probably like say I'm swapping the copies around, but without even the booklet, which is a bit bad. There is a reissue version of this coming and stuff, which is what I've pre-ordered because it's been hard getting the reissue version a lot. It's quite difficult, and I'm like, how can it be this hard, to try and go with that? But it has been quite difficult, yeah. And I've seen a lot of now websites have got it up for, again, like pre-order sort of thing, so they are getting copies again, which is amazing, because I've waited quite a while now and stuff. Sorry if you can hear that, it's really rude. My next door fucking dog is just barking its head off and I don't care. Sorry about that if it's interrupted. But yeah, literally as I was saying, the reissue copies obviously are for pre-order on a lot of websites at the moment and stuff, and that's the one I've been more waiting for. So yeah, that's one I'm getting hopefully next week and stuff. Even before I go away, I don't know yet what's going to happen, but just have to wait and see. Definitely this one, it wasn't included, but this one obviously is, yeah, that one of all ones, Livewood. This one came obviously literally during this week, but obviously I didn't have the chance to pick it up and stuff because I was away. So yeah, it was a bit but yeah, yesterday I actually finally went and collected it from my usual little collection place and stuff. This live one obviously is the same as the CD if you've seen the video on that CD, but CD on that video, sorry. But the downside is my CD video is not uploaded still yet, so if it's uploaded before it, then that will be a bit of a bummer, but I'm hoping obviously the CD finally uploads soon. But yeah, if you've watched the CD one, you might know the tracks, but if not, it was Bull Rush, This Is No Time, All the Pictures on the Wall, Remember How We Started, Above the Clouds, Wildwood, Shadow of the Sun. It's practically like the same as the tracks on the first one and Wildwood's one. But yeah, like I said, if you've seen that one, it's literally the same tracks as the CD one, but obviously of course this is the vinyl version and stuff. If I remember rightly, I think it had about 4 sides in it. I think there was 2 records in this and stuff because I checked it yesterday when it came, and whatnot, and I think it's definitely got double vinyl in it. I can't remember, but I think it's got, yeah, 4 sides in total and stuff. Wildwood, I definitely remember I done once on the last video, sorry. Stanley Road, I think, as well, and then Heavy Soul, so I'm gonna go back through them again. This one, which I don't have most of, is this one, and this one is obviously a promo edition and stuff, which I'm all showing in better detail. I didn't really sure to show that last one in better detail because there's no point, but this one's much more better. This is a promo version, which is quite a rarity to get nowadays on it. I was really let down by this copy though, because it's completely and utterly stained. It's got like a tear at the top. I don't really know if you can see that very good. And I saw it just stained on it. I had to pick it up and stuff and opened it, and you know, all the 3 that I opened, I thought were really good. They, you know, were immaculate condition and everything, and I was really pleased. But this one was just a huge letdown, especially for like a promo as well. Promo ones are like going to be more like this, so it's got that on there, A side, which is completely blank, like a white label, and then B side. So that's obviously the tracks in it. That's it on the back. I'll say the tracks in a bit. But yeah, these promo ones are good, quite rarities. There's other obviously white label-y promo ones I've seen before as well come up. There's ones on eBay I've seen people put on there recently, and they're going for like a lot of money, but you know, I wouldn't really go mental trying to buy them and paying them. This one obviously was included like with Sunflower Brush, Peacock Suit, Friday Street, Up in Susie's Room, Mermaids, Into Tomorrow, and Porcelain Gods. So it's like a mixture of, again, Wildwood sort of one, and also of course Heavy Soul sort of one together, and then obviously of course the first album still. This was obviously the one from Hayward Gallery, London, 24th of June 1997, so it's going back a while. But yeah, it was literally, it's quite a good one. It's a Japanese sort of one, and it is like, you know, unique. It's got all the little colour stars on it, which is actually quite cool in my opinion. It's completely different, but yeah, the only letdown was, like I say, is the condition of when I see that sleeve and everything, and I was like, what? So yeah, that was a huge letdown out of all like 4 of them altogether. But you know, I don't even know, in my opinion, if I'd probably change and get a different copy, or just keep this one and just not bother, because I paid quite a lot of money for it, so it's happy that I just keep it. This one, which you can tell obviously what the back of it is this one of all ones. It's heliocentric. This came as well again yesterday, but I ordered it all the way from, which is a bit of a bummer, Australia. So this is the one I've obviously paid custom fees on as well, and literally when that happened is I see it come up on eBay, and I thought, really? So the same person that I brought another record off, I'll show you that one in a minute, because I don't want to give away what records, you know, they're all going to be. That other record, I literally bought it off that same seller, and then I see this one come up, you know, heliocentric, and now literally after when I brought this from Australia, one, because it was on Discogs and that, and I thought, you're kidding me? Seriously? I could have brought it from somebody obviously in the UK more, because then I wouldn't get custom fees or having to pay and that. Typical, isn't it? But yeah, heliocentric is a really nice one and stuff. This came all the way from there. It's in absolutely amazing condition. I've had this before in the past. That copy I had in the past was terrible. Literally, I must have paid about back then £80, and it was crap. It was literally, the condition of it was so poor. It's got the little, obviously, you know, like the postery lyric booklet inside it, which I showed on the CD one yesterday and stuff. So I'm not going to open all that, because I don't want to end up trying to open my records up in it and then try and get it all back in again. So the ones I've showed, like CD version, is definitely going to be similar staying in it to these ones anyway. So yeah, but you know, the sort of ones is best. Yeah. Again, this next one, which is another CD I showed yesterday, if you always got stopped, is of course this one, which is again another one of my favourite, and I paid a lot of this money, and it was off that guy that I just said about, that I got this from, and then saw he had heliocentric afterwards. And yeah, this one is obviously, of course, Studio 150, and again, it's another amazing one. It costs a lot of money, like I said. This one I obviously look after a lot, because it's even, you know, it's in really good condition. There's nothing wrong with this either. So, you know, and also, as I said yesterday, if you've seen the CD video and stuff, this is a CD obviously I have, you know, but that had double CD tracks and stuff. I won't go obviously through all the tracks on these as well, because it will more make the video probably longer and drag on. Again, I'm not going to try and get this all out, because if I go and do that, it's going to take me a while getting it all out and back in again and stuff. so it's more better to show these instead. Next one of course is this one, which is they start all falling down on top of each other. Is of course this one, and is obviously as is now, and which is another amazing one, and one of the rarities nowadays to get. Again, I won't go through all the tracks because, you know, if you see the video from yesterday, I said on my CD, which I showed and stuff on that video and stuff. This came from this Coaches. It wasn't too bad as well. There was a little minor issue, like around one part inside it. I got just noticed, and it was a bit, you know, came peeled off. But it's not a massive issue. It's literally in brilliant condition as well. This one, especially for what I'm paying here, isn't it? And yeah, the 2 records are amazing. Everything's included inside it. It's, you know, a wonderful album as is now. So I got obviously, of course, them free, you know, albums and stuff, which is really, you know, a good achievement, I'd probably say. But there's one obviously I'm missing, which I will, I don't know if that is the next one. I think it's going to be the next one. No, probably. Yeah, I'll probably more better to confirm what the next one's going to be, which I'm waiting for at the moment. But yeah, so them 3 albums, obviously, like I said, are amazing ones, and they're quite hard to get nowadays. So I'm lucky to have them because I did own them, but copies weren't brilliant. This one, this empty one, which this one is, of course, BBC one. So the BBC one is the one that I'm currently waiting for at the moment. I showed you obviously again, if you see my video, that 4 CD one at BBC thing, and yeah, that one I'm waiting on it. I'm, you know, having to pay custom fee and stuff at the moment. I don't know what is going on, but it's come all the way from fucking Japan, which is another annoying thing because I've seen a couple of copies come up on eBay now again, which always happens, isn't it? Like I mentioned with Studio 150 and Heliocentric and whatnot. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The downside the most is the fact that this one is one I'm waiting for because I've never ever had this before, and it's, you know, one of my favourite ones again, BBC's one. But I don't know what's going on. Literally, so as soon as I've sorted that out and it's been delivered, I'm going to do that in a separate video, no matter what, because it's a good one, you know, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not like that, you know, Japanese promo one. It's more like the other 3. Instead, the condition of that, same as Livewoods, you know. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's going to be like that and not some tacky condition, which will be a massive letdown. Wake Up Nation, I don't know if I did Wake Up Nation on that video. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. Oh, if I did or didn't, I apologise if I repeat myself with Wake Up Nation one. But yeah, this is a different copy that recently I got, because the other copy that I've now listed on eBay, because it was a bit of a letdown. There was like a little spit on the side of it and stuff, and yeah, this one is obviously I've had to rebuy again, and it's more, you know, a better one than the one from last time. So I'm not going to go through all the tracks on that one again, because I think I said it on, yeah, my spot in Manchester, didn't I, with the 2 CDs on that and stuff. So I think I mentioned all the tracks on that and stuff, so watch that video if you know want to see the tracks on there. If not, you know, just search out Wake Up Nation and that stuff. Next one, of course, is this one. This is still the same album. Again, I'm not going to go through all the tracks because it's going to be the same exactly what I just said about the other Wake Up Nation. This is obviously the 10th anniversary edition, so it's a different, like, one. It's a 10th anniversary, like, remix and stuff, sort of thing. So they've, like, you know, updated the songs and everything and stuff. This is sealed, it's not been opened, of course, copy, and it's, you know, immaculate condition. I got that from that store that I went to, I can't remember the name of that. Rough Trade, I think it was called. Might have been Rough Trade. Yeah, I got it from their website and stuff, because the one from the store in Liverpool, she said to me, you know, we don't have it in the store, unfortunately, blah blah blah. You get it for $17.99, but my recommendation is, yeah, just go on our website and stuff, order it, and that's what I did. I bought it off the website and stuff. So I thought that would probably be much more better and stuff. The next 3, obviously, I think I've done as well in my video, so I'm not going to go and repeat them again. So apologies again if I said a moment ago, if I've already shown Wake Up the Nations one, repeated that one. This one, of course, is this, which is what I showed yesterday with the video, the DVD, sorry, of Blu-ray, and then which was the film, which I said I haven't watched yet, and, you know, I will get around to watching. Obviously you can see on the back, because this is what I showed you yesterday when it poured. I did obviously music for Jordan's film and stuff, so it's like, you know, that soundtrack sort of thing, you know, for that film and whatnot. It's quite good as well. This one's sealed and stuff. It's had a few little tears and things on it, and like signs of use, I'll probably say on that, but there's nothing wrong with it and stuff. But yeah, I bought that one as well off eBay, which wasn't too bad, and it cost me quite a reasonable price. Came yesterday when I went picked up and stuff. But yeah, don't know what other ones I have also reviewed, because there's some other ones here. There is ones that keep sticking out like a sore thumb. I'm thinking, like, have I reviewed these ones yet? Have I not reviewed these ones yet? I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, next one I think I'm just going to do, which I'm hoping obviously I haven't skipped some other ones, is this one, which is the orchestra. The orchestra, this one definitely wasn't on the last video. And this is the other orchestra one. This came obviously more, got it sent to my parents and Royston because I thought myself, you know, the amount of records that are getting delivered here while I'm away and stuff, they're not going to end up turning up until, you know, I'm come back anyway. So I just got it sent there in the end instead. This orchestra one again, it's still copying that, which is really good and amazing. But yeah, it's got obviously all the tracks on the back of this and stuff, which are more so to this one, which is obviously Adronima, you know, English Rose, My Change of Boots, On Sunset, Coronation, Glad Times, Broken Stones, which was featuring James Morrison, Gravity, It's a Very Deep Sea, Bowie, I can't pronounce that name because that song, Equal Some Wink One, You're the Best Thing, featuring Boy George, Still Guys Stream, Moving On, Rodwood featuring, I can't say that name again, Rockets, Huge Assigned to the Aim World, White Horses, and yeah, that was obviously that orchestra one on it and stuff. But yeah, they're all the up-to-date records of ones I've got, and then obviously the only missing one that I'm hoping I've not skipped any out from the last video. The obviously one I'm waiting for is, yeah, that BBC one. I can't obviously sadly include it in this video, which is, you know, it's an absolute. But I'm hoping this week it's sorted finally, and I'll do, yeah, like I said, a separate video for that one to do as a review. I'll also, you know, show it in more detail and everything because it won't be such a long video. As I said, I don't want to drag my videos on, like pulling all these records out and stuff and showing all these out and other what it looks like, because that's just going to drag time on. I'll also show the other few like odd ones which I found down my parents and stuff, which I bought in the past as well, which are mainly all the singles of course this one, Above the Clouds. This one obviously has had that song on it, Above the Clouds. Everything has a price that pays on this one, all year round and feeling alright. And obviously of course we know this from the first album, definitely. And yeah, this one is obviously not bad, okay condition, I'd say, because, you know, it's only years now, it's probably seen better days. But yeah, that one obviously I found, that, like I said, down there, and it's good. And then I think, I don't remember if these are the separate ones, they're both the same. No, these were separate ones. This one obviously you can see it on the front. I bought it from a store and it's not amazing, it literally isn't amazing. But this one, obviously the front is the Weavers one, that was obviously a limited edition 10-inch one, so it's not 12 like these ones. And yeah, this one, obviously you know, the state of it, it's not brilliant. The record inside I think is okay, but I've not checked that much. I took it out the other day and stuff, and yeah, I can't remember if I played it in the past and stuff as well. Yeah, obviously I put that inside with this because of the condition of it, but the one, obviously the main one at the back is whole year's one. And then you obviously got that arrival time on it, Fly on the Wall, Always There for You, obviously single and stuff, which obviously them two are more off the first album, and obviously that Weavers one, I can't remember, yeah, EP. But yeah, that's all the records that are now finally up to date, like I say, on my collection. Sorry if I've not shown most of them in great detail, pulled them obviously all out and stuff, because like I said, if I do that it's going to probably more take time and eat up time on this video. And yeah, the BBC one, if I had the BBC one I reviewed that as well with this video, but no, sadly not. I'm going to have to try and hope that, like I say, it comes this week and then do my last video for that this week and stuff. After this I will not be doing much of, because I will have a lot of these records. Have a lot of these records now. I won't be doing obviously much for Paul Weller, but I will be doing like the singles, because there is a lot of other singles that I need still to get. So there will obviously be more, like one day there will be a load of single ones again. Same as probably I say like CDs, but I'll try and separate all the CDs out if I remember, you know, they weren't included in that CD video, and do them ones as well. So I'll do obviously all the up-to-date CDs one day as well. But after this I will obviously then, once I've done all them, be going through Style Council ones, which, you know, I had all the colour ones in the past. I went through Style Council ones, got rid of them all and stuff, which is a big shame. All them Style Council ones I'm hoping to get back, fingers crossed, don't know yet. But sorry if you hear that rumbling sound, it's my bleeding washing machine decided to just choose this moment. But yeah, the Style Council ones I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to get back and stuff, and then there'll be obviously when I've got them and that, I'll do a review on that. I'm hoping to get, which I looked at today because I went to HEV store, the new one of, I think it was Cafe Bleu, wasn't it? I'd more probably get that rather than the colour edition because, you know, I wouldn't bother. So I might get that when I'm away, and then I might do like a little separate review when I'm in Derby and stuff, and you know, do that sort of thing. David Bowie ones again, I looked at briefly today, didn't see much of and stuff because there was another section, but somebody was standing there looking at obviously records and taking their time, so I didn't get a chance to have a look at the other ones. But when obviously, like I say, I'm away, I'll probably get more, you know, not a lot of records, but some more records, and yeah, I'll include in that video and stuff. And then obviously, yeah, the CDs and stuff, update CDs, because I still need some other updated CDs and stuff here. I did look today again at them when I was in HEV, like 66 is one I was tempted to go for. I'll probably want them away maybe, and also maybe like say on Sunset or stuff. I don't know yet which ones I'm planning to get, but it would vary, you know, when I go to there, because I'm also planning to go to that. I'm all staying up that way, and then which I mentioned on I think my post as well, Stoke-on-Trent. There's some nice record stores apparently up there. Stoke-on-Trent might hopefully have some decent stuff, but who knows, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's all the up-to-date of Paul Weller records. That's the whole albums now, except for obviously apart the BBC's one, which I'll do a separate video before I even, you know, do end up going away, because I'll make sure I get it before I'm away. And then yeah, tomorrow obviously will be the 2 reissues I'm getting. I wouldn't really do an included in this review because it's not really no point in it. I'll show you obviously my colour edition of Wildwood, and then that different version of the, you know, the first album and stuff again. So I'm just going to end up otherwise repeating obviously on the same 2 albums again. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and definitely follow Wasteland Man and subscribe, like and whatnot. If you have any other, you know, like I said in my last videos, if you have any other like, you know, bands and stuff that you want to see more of, just leave a comment and stuff and say. I've done some David Bowie ones yesterday, which I've seen some people have watched so far, so thank you for watching that one. And yeah, I'm hoping obviously to do some more like my Stranglers ones, because I've got a load of Stranglers ones still yet, probably to get around. There's other ones as well, like Nicki Minaj and all them sort of ones and bits, but it would vary and stuff. I apologise as well if you've been hearing all that music. That's obviously, you can tell from the BBC one of them CDs I've been playing in the background, so I apologise if you heard that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and defo like and subscribe. Keep watching, keep up to date, and you never know, there might be something obviously that you would like and probably might expect to come around seeing any day, because like I say, I do a lot of reviews on records and all these. I also have done, like, as you can see behind me, and a roll on display. I have obviously done my steelbooks and stuff on Doctor Who, so I might end up getting around to, you know, them little grey things dotted around. They're obviously the classic ones. I haven't done them ones yet, so they might even, you know, come to that sake soon. And obviously all my PlayStation controls, I've got rid of a lot of them recently, sadly though, because, you know, I've had obviously money issues, circumstances have happened. But there's other ones there that I know are more rarer ones, which are like the Japanese ones, which are quite hardest to get, and you can't really sell them because they wouldn't even allow them nowadays. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Sorry if I've been dragging on after obviously that last little bit with all my super vinyls, and yeah, happy days. Thank you.